Bristol Community College, Mathematics with Dan Avedikian, Math 132, Calculus with Applications, Section 11.4, Problem 1. This is Section 11.4, Problem number 1. It says, use the formula f prime of x equals the limit as h approaches 0 of f of x plus h minus f of x over h to find the derivative of the function f of x equals 8x. And then once you do find the derivative, find the slope of f of x when x is 2, and then part B, find the slope of f of x when x is 5. So I've recopied the formula with different colors. So I consider this formula, called the difference quotient, to have 3 parts. The f of x plus h part I have written in blue, the minus f of x in red, and then the h in green. So f of x plus h, our f of x for this problem is 8x. So off to the side, f of x plus h equals 8 times x becomes 8 times x plus h. I'm using x plus h as an input, so wherever I had an x, I replace with the input, which is x plus h, and then I can clear my parentheses. 8 times x is 8x, 8 times h is 8h. And now I can start to put the rest of this formula back together again. So I want to take the limit as h approaches 0 of, first f of x plus h, which I did the work in blue, is 8x plus 8h. That's the result of my work for f of x plus h. Next is minus f of x. So we're going to have a minus. And then f of x is given to you in the problem. Here's f of x. f of x equals 8x. And then h is kind of on its own in the bottom. h is just h. So now what I want to do is take the limit as h approaches 0. The problem is I cannot just put in a 0 where I have the h because there's an h in the denominator. So what happens is I can cancel the stuff that does not have an h and then cancel an h in the top and bottom. So here I have a positive 8x and a negative 8x. So now what I want to do is take the limit as h approaches 0 of, in the numerator I'm left with 8h, and in the denominator h. So now the h in the top and the h in the bottom can cancel. So I want to take the limit as h approaches 0 of just 8. Well, since there's no h left, whatever value h approaches, the answer is going to be 8. So that's the value of the difference quotient, or the f prime of x, the derivative. So now, when x is 2, we can write that as f prime of 2. The answer is just 8. And the same thing happens when x is 5. f prime of 5 is just 8. There's no place to put in the 5. Everything else canceled. And now if you think about what this means, the derivative is the slope at different points. So our function, f of x equals 8x, you can write as y equals 8x, or mx plus b. So it is just a straight line with a slope of 8 that comes through the origin, right? mx plus b, the b would be 0. So no matter what x value you pick, the slope is 8. It's a straight line. The slope is the same anywhere, whether I put in a 2 or a 5 or a negative 10.